Hello guys, welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe it so you will get the notification of all upcoming videos. So our running topic is probability. We have already done 3 lectures of probability where we have discussed introduction of the probability, simple concept and numericals. The link you will get in our description box. Today we will see the probability in context of machine learning. So most of the machine learning and deep learning models use the probability concept. Okay. So what is machine learning? Machine learning is an application of artificial intelligence, or you can say it is a form of artificial intelligence, okay, which provide system the ability to automatically learn and improve from experience without being explicitly programmed. Okay, so we have to understand the basic of probability theorems. So it will use in a machine learning. So some of the concept and some of the terms I have already explained in a previous video in introduction of probability. The link you will get in a description box. Which term I have explained? They are like sample, events, probability of an event, experiment, random experiments. So today we will start with the term odds ratio. Okay. So what is odds ratio? Actually this term you will use when you will go to understand mathematics behind the logistic regression. Again a simple concept with odds ratio. So the odds ratio, it is a ratio of two fractions where the number of event divided by the number of non-event. So we can represent it number of event divided by the number of non-event. Or we can say the probability of event divided by the probability of non-event. So we can write it event upon subject upon non-event by subject. So this is the probability of an event, that is P. So what will be the probability of non-event? That is 1 minus P. Why? Because we know that P plus P bar equal to 1. The probability of event plus probability of non-event equal to 1. So from there we can get it 1 minus P. Okay. So this is the simple representation of the formula odds ratio. Okay, now we will understand by example. Suppose I am rolling a dice. Okay, so the possible outcomes will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what is the probability of even numbers? So that will be, how many even numbers we have? 1, 2, 3. So that will be 3 by 6. The possible number of outcomes is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that will be 1 by 2. So what will be the probability? This is the probability of event number. Probability of an event, which means it is P. So what will be the probability of non-events? Definitely it is 1 minus P. So that will be 1 minus half. So we will get half. So here we will put, so what we will get, odds ratio will be half divided by half. That will be 1. So this is the odds ratio. I hope it is clear to you. Please take a screenshot. It was a hectic day and I'm so tired. At the same time, I am hungry. So what I will do, I will go to my friend Gurleen channel, that is Passionate Suri, and will take any quick and easy recipe and will cook something for me. If you are looking for a quick and easy recipe, I would suggest you to follow her. The link you will get in our description box. Okay. Guys, so the next term is Bayes' theorem. To understand it, we have to understand the conditional probability. It is about how to handle dependent events. Okay, so there is two type of events. First is independent events and second is dependent event. What is independent event? Suppose I am tossing a coin. So what is the probability of getting head? 1 by 2. Again the same coin I am tossing in second time. So what is the probability of getting head? Again 1 by 2. The same coin I am tossing again in third time. So what is the probability of getting head? Again it's 1 by 2. Now here you are seeing that all events are independent. They are separated to each other. They are not making any effect to other event. So this kind of event is called independent event. Okay. Now we have a term dependent event. So what is dependent event? Where one event can affect the other event. Okay. Let's see how. Suppose I have a one pack of card, and we know that in a one pack of card there is a 52 cards. Okay, and I am taking away 2 cards from the pack of a card. 2 cards I am taking away. So what is the probability of getting king? In a first time, in second time. So first, when we will take away first card, then there will be the probability of getting an event, getting the king, that is an event. So that is PA, we are denoting it PA. So again we know there in a pack of card there is 52 cards, and getting a king in a pack of cards there is a 4 kings. So that will be the probability, that is 4 by 52. Now this probability we just got, this event has done already. Now we have we are now picking another card. We are taking away another card from the pack of the card. So that will be the probability of getting event B in given event A. Now even this event A has already done. Okay, one card we have already taken away. Now we have a other card. We are now taking another card. So what is the probability of to getting king? So one card we have already taken. Now the total number of card will be 51. So that will be 51. And now what is the probability of getting king? There was 4 card, 1 card we have taken, 4 king was there, 1 king we have already taken. Now we have a 3 king. Suppose we have found a king in a first time, in first event. So now in second event, we have only 3 kings left in the pack of card. So that will be 3 by 51. So our probability of A and B will be probability of A into probability of B given A. This is the probability of B given A. That we simply multiply, that is 4 by 52 into 3 by 51. So this is the conditional probability where the second event was dependent on the previous or past event. Okay, so this is the dependent event, and this is also, and this formula is conditional probability. PA and B equal to PA, the event, this is the probability of event A, and this is the probability of event B given event A. Okay, and this is the probability of A and B. This is the formula of conditional probability. Now this P and AB, we can write it P A intersect B. We can also write it like this. So just take a screenshot. This is the conditional probability formula. Now we will derive the Bayes theorem. From conditional probability we get this equation. Probability of A and B equal to probability of B given A into probability of A. We are marking it equation number 1. So the same as probability of B and A, we can write it like this. Probability of B and A will be probability of A in given B into probability of B. That is equation number 2. Okay. Now we know that probability of A and B and probability of B and A, they both are equal. So we simply equate the equation. So we will get probability of, if we will equate it, so that will be P A intersect B. So here we will put the value, that is P probability of A given B into probability of B equal to probability of B given A into probability of A Now this term will come here, so it will be probability of B of given A into probability of A upon probability of B. That is the Bayes theorem. That is the equation for the Bayes theorem. Okay. Just take a screenshot. There is a different terms we use for that. For B, A posterior. This is likelihood. This is prior. And this is marginalization. Marginalization. So this is the different term we use for this. Yes. Thank you.